guys, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effect.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Not much there, only a yard. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Play action now, Dalton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The final act of the first half. Dalton escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield on play action. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not?
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cody Parkey.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. Interesting stat line right now. And technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield, because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and
got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Being chased out left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 75 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point.
I don't think you can... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10. at their own 32-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A beautiful spin and room to run. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
The Cowboys will...
We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And now look at him go. 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires.